Welcome. This is gonna be the Stalker 2 ending for the Sparks. I'm gonna play this little final part, and then I'm gonna talk about it and go into discussion about it. So I'm gonna mute my mic for this part, but then next will be me going into discussion.
All right, Skiff. It's time for a miracle. Wow. That's it. Stairway to heaven. Flip that switch. Very nice. My entrance ticket. Come on. Looking for Octa. Oh, there. Service exposed. Ah, I got it. Thank you. I'm going to go there. You're going to stay here. On my command, push that thing up. Don't let me down. Yeah. Ready? Go!
Victor, is this all real?
Reality is whatever you think is real.
Oh God, he plays so well.
Finally, a superstar.
I still can hear, can see, and feel. Am I really here?
Well, who's talking then?
Many stalkers owe you their life.
Thank you.
Come on, man. Spill it. Who the fuck are you?
The first ride on the Ferris wheel.
And me, Scar. Don't worry, this time you won't have to...
Just a guide. I was only showing the way, right?
Whole time. It's ours now.
Father.
Poor Scar. We're all to stand upon the sea. Through death, through darkness thus. I choose the nets that swallow me. This mortal coil failed us.
Alright, that's the ending. I'm gonna tab out. So basically, what I'm gathering is from. Oh, you can still hear the game. Let me just mute it. There we go. Alright, so basically, what I'm gathering from this is I'm gonna spoil 2 games, so click off if you don't want to hear the rest of this. But this is like 2 games, Soma and Evil Within. If you haven't played those, Soma is, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my YouTube video of it. Soma is the same thing with this, with a consciousness. Basically, Earth was destroyed by an asteroid, and there was a science team and survivors that went down deep in the ocean to survive. And they had this thing. I'm not going to spoil too much of the game, but they had this thing where people could transfer their personality into this machine that the doctor made, and people thought that because it's like having 2 of you, one in this weird basically like a cloud, aka the ark, and the other in the ocean. And a lot of people thought, well, if I, right after they scan me, if I commit suicide, I will be only in the ark. And the ending is the same as Stalker in a way, where it's like, I think this is supposed to symbolize mostly the ending for the spark. I think that there is 2 of you. It's not a multiverse, but it's more like you just made a copy of yourself in this version of this world. Like, that is you, but you yourself are also in the real world, which is where he is now, which is, I think he's mad now, like turned insane, and he's seeing all his friends and whatever around him still. Whereas if you look, he's surrounded nothing by death. And also in the beginning, I don't know if I took a screenshot of it. I'm gonna go ahead and do all the pictures that I have. So this is what I mean. I didn't want to show the TV room scene where you walk through the alley of dead bodies and nothing but TVs. But this TV I took a screenshot of because Scar was sitting here with a skeleton doing his little performance right here, as you could tell. This was always littered nothing but dead bodies and TVs, which I'm if you know from earlier in the game, it's like a weird, like almost like a I wouldn't say a drug, but it puts them in a certain stage to where it makes it easier to scan their brain. And Scar turned out to be the 8th person, where cause his brain can negate any emulsion attacks. So he's basically like a key to this. And I think this is Scar's scan. And when he gets in the tube, and this happens, I'm thinking that this actually happened, but it's like a different version of reality. Like, this is actually happening to Skiff, but as you can tell, this is also happening to Skiff. So it's like 2 separate outcomes is what I'm guessing. And the reason why I want to, if you've seen earlier in the scene, the like tubes everywhere, that looks exactly like the Evil Within brain thing, where it's like someone's brain, in this case it's Skiff's or Scar's, is the master, like master DM I like to call it, and he bends reality to his will. But I don't think that's true in this case. I think this is just another plane of existence. But the whole tubes are set around the pillar thing. That is look exactly like Evil Within. I don't know if I can find. Let's see if I can find it. You know, it's like, boop. Evil Within brain. Let's see if I can find it. Let me tab out. Let me make sure this is safe to watch. Let me drag this over here. Don't know why this is blurred out. Oh wait, cause it's an actual brain. That's not the brain. I want to. Yeah, this is it. Boop, boop, boop. Don't want to show an actual brain on. Well, I guess you could show an actual brain. I don't know why that wasn't. So this is Evil Within. The whole pillar, and then surrounded by tubes. This is bathtubs, but this is basically the same thing. And Evil Within 2, it makes it like better because there's someone actually in it. But yeah. But let me go back to the pictures. So that's my theory. I could be just spitting out nonsense, but I think that's what I figured, because throughout the game, the way I played it was Skiff was like a non-believer. He was just mad that his house got destroyed and he wanted answers. When you your first decision is choose with the Stalkers or the military, the ward, and I chose Stalkers at first. Then when you meet the ward again with the whole Phil Strip AK thing, uh, I chose this side with the ward this time. And then when I met the Spark dude, Scar, I then joined him just to seek answers, not to become a believer. And then I joined Noontide, which is still following Spark. And then I have multiple saves just in case I feel like going back into this game, but I'm probably not, and I'll get into that near the end. I joined. I kept with the X Monolith. I turned to the Monolith, even after the whole brain scene of getting like his mind taken over again. Then I made Skiff go seek answers by himself with the doctor, and this is where the path is set. It's like, okay, you join the Sparks and become a believer, or he leaves you and you join the ward and destroy all of this. You destroy the zone. There's different endings, I'm pretty sure, but I think this is the most canon ending. I'm thinking. I could be wrong. I don't know how the other ending is, and I might just watch it. I might not play it. It depends. I say an average playthrough for one ending without doing any side quests, maybe 50 hours, 60 hours, around there. I have 72 hours, but that's me doing multiple saves, doing different things differently, not playing as well, like dying a lot. I think I have like 82 deaths, but in the beginning. Yeah, but the ending will be like let's see. The ending's like I think this is the canon ending. Like I really do think. I don't know how. I think the only thing different would be the ward. The AI woman takes over the zone, or you fully destroy it. That's how I see it. I did predict this ending though. I didn't predict all this, but I had a feeling that the zone sea conscious thing was actual real. There was no way it wasn't with all the crap that was happening to Skiff. Like it had to be real. Um, Overall, I like Scar. He's my favorite non NPC. Second being who would be second? Probably the bald guy for the ward, the major. I think he would be my second. But other than everybody else, in my opinion, this guy right here, him and Dr. Dolan look exactly the same. I just see Dr. Dolan with a beard here, and then the scientist dude. I don't know if I have a picture of him. Oh yeah, and you get to see the legend. I think he was from the other Stalker games. But you actually have to fight him. Spoiler alert: you have to fight him. Well, I mean, if you're watching this, it's nothing but spoilers. Yeah, but this is me before the final mission. I got the diamond armor, fully kitted out. The 4 of these are nothing but weight, and this is rad protection. And I got the upgrade to make it where this doesn't give me radiation. So if you see the little green ticks, that means it's protected. In my opinion, I kind of wasted the RPGs but this is the outcome after. This is literally after talking to him. Alright, this is after the fight. I mean, after the boss fight, after killing the dude, the major. I didn't use the grenade rounds. I'm glad I didn't because the other fight I needed some kind of explosives. I wish I would have took a screenshot, but I showed my inventory beforehand, so you saw how damaged I was. I don't know if you got to see it fully, but yeah. But this is some screenshots of my playthrough. This is where the bonfire Easter egg is. This scene I did it both ways. I told him the truth the first time, and he basically turns mad. Not angry, mad at you, like insane. He turns insane. And his eyes turn white again, which means Monolith took over. And then the playthrough I did do with this one, I told him we did make it. I lied to him, and he's happy and everything, even though you basically lied to him and say he died. He was the only one that died, but really everybody died in the Monolith. This is the scene to get that little card thing that he put in the machine. I thought this would actually look beautiful, and it turned out it's all fake, all imaginary. This is what actually it looks like. These fuckers, pseudo giants. I knew they were gonna be a nuisance, but this one in particular, this mission, oh my god, it was annoying to deal with. It was annoying to deal with. These are some funny screenshots I took. The representative. This mission was buggy as hell. I recommend they fix this mission in particular, because for some reason after you talk to him and then it backs you out and it says wait for the representative, he doesn't talk to you ever again. And I think it's all because the ward is supposed to or Monolith is supposed to come in and attack you at this location, and for some reason all the NPCs run away and no one continues talking. For some reason, even the zone itself, like after you do the mission and let's say it does work, the Monolith don't despawn, and so they're always outside, so you have to take the back exit, which is underground through a sewer tunnel, just to leave. It's so stupid. I think this mission needs to be fixed. Another thing is also, this game does not run well at all. I get the whole open world mechanic, but the reason why the other Stalkers ran pretty good, even though they're really old, is because they had loading screens. Every time you went to a new zone, you had to wait behind a loading screen. And I think they should have kept that formula, because Pripyat was so buggy. Like this area, this was so buggy. I kept falling through the ground because the world wouldn't load quick enough. So literally running will kill you in this game. Yeah, but there was also a glitch spot where there's a bunch of monoliths in an apartment complex, and you kill them all and loot them and whatever. Run back to the barter dude, sell all their crap, run back, do it again, and you could just keep farming them. I had almost 200k, and I thought this is stupid. I don't know why they kept respawning in there, but they just kept respawning in there. Let's see, any more screenshots to talk about? This was also the worst fight. The fucking brother. This is me before. Take a look. This is me after. I skipped the fight. Luckily, RPGs worked on this fight. They didn't work on the major fight. I wasted all those rockets. I was shutting off, but I thought it would damage him, but it didn't. I think that fight is best to use the shotgun. I recommend a Sega, in my opinion. It's the best shotgun in the game. and shoot him when he's up close, and then switch to an AR or something with fast fire rate like an SMG until he's in the middle of this like turntable thing, like the propeller, like a fan, standing on top of it. And then when he's stunned, you have to run down towards him and have like a QTE fight scene, but no buttons to press. It's just a cutscene. And yeah, but this fight was annoying. I think this fight was the worst because it did not run well. It was a time against your PC. If your PC couldn't handle multiple dead bodies and the constant spawning of NPCs on the rooftop, your PC would die. I was running, when I didn't understand the mechanic of this fight, which is shoot the canisters, I thought you just had to keep killing until he comes out and fights you. Oh my god, my PC was running at like 10 FPS. It was terrible. There's so many dead bodies, and every time I shoot one bullet, it'll drop down to like 2, and it just kept going from 10 to 2, 10 to 2. And I was surprised it was like it wasn't a slideshow. They did not really plan that. I think what they should have done was your character should yell at you or yell to himself like, I need to kill these canisters or shoot these canisters or something like that. Like a simple hint. Because like not everybody's going to think, oh, I need to blow up the canisters. Because you didn't really do that throughout the game. Unless you just did it yourself because you just saw one sitting out in the open world and you just shot it. But I gotta say, I'm glad they kept the dialogue of the wish giver where you ask for different wishes. They kept all that the same, which is a good little Easter egg or a good homage to the older games. I call these the pouncers. The pouncers they could have been used a little bit more, in my opinion. They should have been used more than the fucking bloodsuckers. Bloodsuckers ruined this game, in my opinion. Also the lack of new monsters. Like, the game, I don't even remember when Stalker Pripyat came out, but I'm gonna say it's at least 10 years old now. They should have come up with some new mutants to deal with, and not a stupid rat pack where it's a bunch of rats in a little area, like a swarm. The tornadoes and all like the special areas were actually really cool. The flame tornado, this tornado, the ball in the lake, and the poppy field. The poppy field mission is actually really good. These fuckers, Jedis, I like to call them. Yeah, that's it. But overall, like, it's a good game. It is a good game. I still think it's a 7 out of 10. Also because at the end, as you'll see here soon, it just ends. I think what they should have done I think they should have words, let me think. They should, after the ending, they should have put you before starting this mission and say thank you for playing Stalker 2. Blah blah blah. Now go explore or go finish up some missions or whatever. Like, they should have done that instead of just straight up ending it, because now if you don't do multiple saves like I do, because I'm used to doing that, you just play this once and now you have to start all the way back over with a new campaign. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why, because like I get it, Stalker Anomaly's a mod, whatever. They made your game, an older copy of your game, open world by themselves with loading screens, run smoothly, had an in-depth repair mechanic that the player can do themselves by stripping parts of other stuff, armor, guns, etc., and putting it into yours and repairing it. And I thought that mechanic should be in this, because they wanted to do an open world where it's the whole map this time. I was like, I don't need to run back and forth to a stupid repair dude just to repair 10% of my armor, and it costs 10 grand for one bar. That's stupid. And it gets worse and worse with the better armor you wear. Like exosuit costs almost 30 grand for one bar. The repair mechanic should have been used way better, in my opinion. I already went in that with the last live stream, but basically the quick summary, it should have been like anything 10% and above, the player can fix themselves. Anything under, like 89 and under, you would need to go to a repair dude. That could be for the medium to harder difficulty. Easy difficulty, you could make it where anything 60 and under or 60 and above, the player can do. Anything under, you need to go seek a repair dude. The open world mechanic, they did not plan well. Enemies kept spawning behind you constantly and then seeking you out, where it be mutants or AI people or a friendly faction. It was annoying to deal with constantly. Like, the worst I've seen was the start. There's enemies in front of you, and I thought, they're bandits, of course. So I had a double barrel and my little PK pistol, little starter pistol, and I shot them all. Next thing I know, right behind me, there's a group of 7 soldiers, and they're hostile, and they got AKs and shotguns, a pumping shotgun, and they just spawned directly behind me, shot me up, my very first playthrough. And then after I died, because I died, I reloaded, shot the bandits again. What spawns behind me? Storks attacking 3 bandits. And I'm like, what the hell? And like, it's good to have that, but you have to do it like Witcher 3 did, and put it further away and make the player character walk into it. Like, walk into that interaction. Don't spawn it on them. Walk it into. Because then, let's say I walk into a room that has bloodsuckers in it, and I see the bloodsuckers before even going there. I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to go there because I don't want to deal with them. Let me walk around. Like, that's fine. Like, skipping interactions is fine. But forcing it down your throats and spawning them directly behind you, that's not good. And you don't want to make the zone empty, but like, you also don't want to force the player in to combat every 10 minutes. I think it did that pretty bad. That's why I heavily like threw off points. The story was good though. I liked the spark ending. The pistols were good. The ARs were good. The SMGs, all the guns were good, and I love the jamming mechanic. It reminded me so much of Far Cry 2's jamming mechanic. Trying to think of what else. Yeah, but 7 out of 10. A lot of stuff they could have done better. And I'm not going to blame them because of what's happening over in Ukraine and whatever. I know that they're a wrench into this. But criticism is criticism. Trying to think of what else. I think that's it. I'm just going to continue letting this play out. I'm not going to play any music because I don't want to claim copyright. But yeah, that's it. Sorry for the rant, but this is just my feelings on this game. Good old 7 out of 10. I did like Scar though. Whoever voiced acted Scar, he did so well portraying the insane guy. That dude was hilarious. The writing for him was so good. Even Skip's voice actor, I think Skip's voice actor was actually good too. I think also that what's weird is I've noticed this in video games a lot, and it isn't just Stalker. There's not like really any good villains anymore. I was thinking about this, like the last good villain would probably be like Baldur's Gate 3, Raphael, but he's literally just a devil. Like he's a devil. It's easy to be a bad guy when you're the devil. But like there's no characters like Voss from Far Cry 3 anymore. There's no Jokers. There's no like General Rom from Gears of War or the Queen Mira. Like there's no actual villains anymore. Like even in this game, since there's like different paths you can go down, there's not really a pinpoint on who's a villain because you can bounce around between people. Like are the Stalkers villains? Is the Circa group a villain? Is Spark a villain? Their group is the Monolith, who were villains in the older games. In this game, because they broke free from their mind control, they didn't seem all that bad. But then when they gain mind control, they're just back to Monolith, beheading people, killing them, etc. Like basically killing everybody, and everybody freaking out, being like, "Oh, the Monolith are back!" Oh, but I noticed that in video games. I don't know why. I don't know why. I think it's fine to have a good villain. Like, you gotta if you're playing like a hero type thing, like the character's supposed to be a hero, it'd be good to have a really good villain to be like, yo, the hero just saved the day against this guy or thing or whatever. It's like I don't know. I'm just going on a rant now. I'm just letting it finish up. Give everybody their props. Everybody see their names. I don't know if you can fast forward a little bit. Oh man. And what's even funnier is uh using Google Translate in this game to see all like the Ukrainian like words and everything. Yeah, I thought it was really good. Like for some reason I did not register that Spark was the group name. And I pulled up Google Translate and was like trying to take a picture of one of the guy's arm badges, and it said Spark. I'm like, oh crap, that's 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 what Spark is. Oh, okay. For some reason, my brain did not click. And also me skipping their cutscenes near, like in the beginning, I didn't skip their any like talking dialogues or whatever. Near the middle, I did, but then near the end, I stopped skipping as much. Alright, I will skip this just to prove my point. Sorry to all the rest of the names. I just want to see right here. What it should do is before you even get to X7, it should just put you out in the open world and be like, okay, game's over. Thank you for playing Stalker. So this is before the mission starts. As you can tell, I played this late for me, 4 in the morning. This is not joining up with Spark after finding the truth and saying that it was a nightmare to deal with. This is joining Circa after defending them. Oh no, this is joining Circa. This is before even talking to anybody. This is joining up with Spark before the Circa intervention. This is the Burnt Woods interaction. So this is like having faith with nobody, being alone. Which I don't know if you can do, because I think after doing this, the next interaction will be the ward again and getting kidnapped. Which I don't know, if you don't side with Spark, do you get kidnapped? I don't know. But that's it for me. Thanks so much. I will see y'all with the next video. Probably be Enderall or something. Oh, my PC's firing up. Alright, see you then.